Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. As I was saying last time, we were working on the bins. Not very many people liked working on Blue Devil, but we got new exciting things for you. I am the proud owner of Great White now. As you see, I've changed rims, got the front back together. She's in primer. I've gotten most of the interior put back together. Got rid of the plate that my dad had there. Got the gauge cluster working. Got a radio put in it. It's got speakers in it. I got to figure out the front seats again. I went to put the old seat belts back in because they worked with the original seat belts, not the ones that are in it or on these seats. And all of a sudden the seats just stopped working. But if you hook the power probe straight up to it, it will move the seat front or backwards. Don't know what's going on there, but we'll figure it out. As you see, you got the back seats in. Still don't have the piece in yet. The rear deck cover, I guess you want to call it, is right there. But I've got to make a new one. But today's episode, I want to take the taillights back out. I have been driving this the last couple of days. It's a blast to drive. And patch up the rust on both corners. And then really get this thing in the primer. I traded, it was actually my dad who came up with the idea. So, as y'all know, he's got this big black box. This was all extra for me. I left my job, and I have a new job I'm going to. I'm actually working at the same company as him. And I needed to figure out what to do with my toolbox. Well, I didn't really know what to do with it, so he gave me the idea of taking over the 6 Series, which is already tagged and registered in my name. Title's already switched over to me. And trade it for my toolbox, my old toolbox. With all the tools in it. It's got probably 15-20K worth of tools in it, all Snap-on, Mako, gear wrench tools, and Sun-X. This is Sun-X with a Mako, Snap-on, Mako. Those are 2 cheap little things. That's all Mako. Mako, Snap-on, Mako. That's Titan. Oh, he's got the BMW. This will be a walk around over here in a second. Mako, gear wrench. There's a Snap-on one back there. That's gear wrench right here. Mako screwdrivers, Snap-on screwdrivers with picks. I got Mako picks on the back corner over here. This drawer is all Snap-on and Mako pliers and stuff. This drawer was a junk drawer. That one's got Mako O2 and fuel sending unit sockets, the specialty sockets with the tap, power probe, brand new power probe, only been used a couple times. On the other side, it's got 2 sets of Torx and hex bits, gear wrench. There's Mako hammers down there, sledge, regular hammer, and a rubber mallet. In that drawer, I'll get it out a little bit. Mako. There's a Snap-on impact 3 each drive stubby. There's a 1/4 inch I've got to go pick back up. It is it was sent to get redone. There's a 1/2 inch drive back there. There's a Snap-on light. There's a Topdon Scode code scanner. There's a Topdon battery tender sent down in there. But I traded $15,000 to $20,000-ish worth of tools. That's Snap-on as well. This was a Harbor Freight special, but that is Mako, that is Mako. All 3 of those are Mako for the 6 Series. And I still could use the tools if I needed tools. He always told me if I ever needed a tool, you know, more likely to get it. But I didn't even hesitate with the deal. As soon as he told me to get rid of the 6 Series for the toolbox, I told him yes. If y'all know the backstory, we've had another one of these. It was red. It was a Euro spec, a gray market Euro spec. This one's an L6. It's a 1 year only L6. They only made it in '87. It's supposed to be the fancier one. It comes with the rear AC. I don't even know what to really call it, but if you look at the American specs, non-L6 or non-M6, they don't have that piece. A lot of them came in automatics. Luckily, this one was 5-speed swapped. I am trying to find, because parts are ridiculously hard to find for this thing. Trying to find the Euro rear bumper conversion to get rid of these. Trying to find the front Euro bumper conversion. I've already came across the M-Tech spoiler, hoping to get eventually. I found one for $350 and I found one for $500. Seems pretty pricey. It is pretty pricey. The Euro, I could get the full Euro conversion for the rear, meaning tail light assembly, this whole panel, and the actual bumper for $1,100, and I could do the same thing with the front. It's like $13 for the front, but I'd rather just get the front bumper, get rid of these pieces, and it sinks it in so it looks a lot nicer. I went ahead and did the BBSs on it. If y'all remember, it had the black like M3 look, 18s on it. Don't get me wrong, nice looking rim. I did like the rim. I like the rear better than I like the front, but I was kind of indecisive of what I wanted to do with this. Thought about doing the body till with the 18-inch two-piece actual BBS mesh wheels. I wanted the inside gold and the lips polished or chrome. But to find those set of rims are like anywhere from $1,500 to $2,500. I am looking for a set. If I ever find a set for a good price, I'm going to snatch them. But instead of doing the till, I'm going to go back white with the blue flake, a very beautiful blue, like tealish flake. And I'm going to do the same rim setup. I just got to find a set. These are the 15 actual BMW BBS mesh wheels. The ones I'm looking for are not the BMW version. They're actually just BBS. Same concept, just bigger. Don't get me wrong, the 15s fit this car lovely. As you can see, it lowered it back down and makes it look pretty. But I actually rubbed in the front. 18s didn't rub because that's a smaller profile tire. The 15s rubbed because the profile of the tire got bigger. No big deal. Not worried about it. It only rubs at full lock, and that's if you're like backing off a lift or something. I did alignment on it the other day, which I got to redo alignment because I did alignment with the 18s on it, not the 15s. And my steering wheel's to the left, and the car kind of drags to the right. So I need to do another alignment, but I'll ask my old master tech if he'll do that for me here eventually. Because with the company I'm about to work for, I won't be driving this or that very often. I have my own company vehicle. I start Wednesday. Today's Monday. So I got tomorrow off as well, and then I will be taking that to Gainesville. I might even drive this to Gainesville once for a few days for orientation until I get into my company truck, and then I'll be driving the company truck. But I've been dedicating quite a few days on this thing. I got, as you can see, door cord back on. Jeez, open up. Door cord back on. I got the carpet kind of tucked up a little bit more with the trim on it to get rid of, there was a little crease down here at the foot pedal and my foot would get stuck in it on the clutch. It does have a radio. Let me turn that off. It does have a radio that works. I reran the switch that my dad had for the windows. As you see, it's off at the moment. And put this in right here. And put this panel back in so that way kind of clear everything up. Has a brand new dash pad. I did get the gauge clutch to start working, so this all works now. I changed the fuse and it started working one day. I was kind of surprised. Yes, it's a little messy. Like I said, I've been driving the last couple days. Been enjoying driving. I got a bunch of new headlights, all kinds of random parts that my dad gave me with it. I got to find the glass for this. We do have the glass somewhere. Not for sure where it's at, but we do have it. But everything, as you see, still runs good. It's got a brake light out. I got to figure out why it's not working. I gotta get the, so turn the lights on. See if it pops up. Corner lights work. This light's not working. That one's working. The third brake light works. That marker light's working. I'm pretty sure it turns in here. I'm not for sure. I'm still going over this car. I ain't fully fixed it yet. That turn signal is not working. I'm pretty sure this one doesn't either. But we're still going over it. My dad's been kind of helping me with it, but he kind of left it up to me to what I wanted to do with it, because he knew I didn't want him to get rid of this car. Like I said, we've had a second one, we got rid of it, or it was the first one, this would be our second one. He got rid of it because we didn't really know what the value of the market was on them, and we were dumb, so we searched to find another one, and that's how we got Gray White. And I always told him, every time he lost interest in it, didn't want to work on it, you know, he just got tired of fiddling with it, that if he ever got rid of it, let me know, I'd buy it from him. I didn't care how long it took me to get the money, I didn't want the car to go anywhere. And when he offered me the toolbox, because he just lost interest, he didn't want to work on it anymore, he was just done fiddling with it, that it was my turn, I 100% jumped on it. The main reason he lost interest is because of this. It's a 08 or 09, I can't remember which year, I think it's an 08. BMW 550i, which has got the 4.8 V8. It's got the M-Tech wheels. I'm pretty sure it's M-Tech body. Car is really clean. Bought it from, it would be the third owner, but he bought it from two different lawyers. So the first lawyer was a good friend of his. He passed away. He bought it from his son, and he got it. He started getting real ill, or got into a car accident or something really messed him up, and the car sat. So my dad got a hold of it for a good price. The car's clean. I mean, interior spotless. Black leather. It's got lower mileage, if I'm not mistaken. AC's cold, heat's cold or hot. Beautiful, beautiful car. There's one spot on it. I think it's on the note trigger. The previous owner kind of backed it into something or whatever. He scuffed up a little bit, but it's not that bad. Bumper's still in good shape. This side's beautifully clean. It has the same issue as my Mercedes. It just won't sit up there properly. No idea what that's about, but it's, I guess, your car for you. But the car is beautifully clean. Let's see if I can get the hood off for you. Tap y'all on the camera. That's the door card for it. Driver's side. We had to put window regulators in it. So it's always a pain to get up. But it is. Need a light on it. Really bright freaking Mecca light. Is I believe it's a 4.8. I believe that's what he told me it is. I don't really know much about the V8s. I knew the 4.4, which is the twin turbo on the near body BMWs. Pretty sure this is a 4.8. It is a V8. Runs great. It's got some leak. We're figuring out the antifreeze. It's kind of hard to see down here. But right where all that, still can't really see. The goo JBL sitting down there. There's a little freaking hole down there. We've been trying to figure out what it's to. It's on the timing cover, because the water pump and everything is before the timing cover, and it leaks. It just, you know, it's running, it drips. Can't tell you what it is. Don't know where it's coming from. We tried sealing it. It didn't seal proper. I guess the antifreeze just kind of busted through it. But it's like the Mercedes. It just disappears over time. Couldn't tell you where it goes. Still have no idea where it goes. But after the battles of that car, she's finally running good. Our AC's still working good. The heat's, I guess, we're working. I don't really use the heat. But she hasn't been driven in like 3 days. I haven't even started in 3 days. I'm kind of on the fence of trading it for something else. Don't get me wrong, I love the car. Beautiful car. Sounds good. Turbo noises are awesome. But I've got my dream project now. And don't get me wrong, it's a good daily, but I want something different. I'd really like to have an E34 BMW, which is the 5 Series gen after this one. It's like a 90s body. This one's an 87. So it's like a 90, I think 93 to 95, or it might be 90 to 95 in that body style. They're beautiful cars. Don't get me wrong, they're beautiful. They're really hard to come by. Everybody wants to spend or put them up for a lot of money, but kind of the price you pay for a BMW. This thing, granted, I didn't pay a dime for it. I know what's been done to it. I know what's in it. The amount of money he's got in this was close or somewhat close to the amount of money I got in that toolbox. Like I said, I've got roughly like 15 to 20K in that toolbox. The box by itself was $2,500. He don't have his other impact out here. He's got a 3/8 drive ratchet, snap-on impact. I've got a 1/4 inch drive, the 3/8 stubby, and the 1/2 inch drive. Those by themselves for another almost $3 grand. This light was 150. That socket set was like 200. The ratchet was 220 something. That ratchet was 100 something. These were almost 200. These were 159. The Sunex set was 200 a piece. It's 2 different sets. The railing that it's on, which is a magnetic Mako Tools railing, with beautiful railing, that was $200. These were 89. These were 109. That was 99. These were, I can't remember, I think they were $50 a piece. It was like $100 there. That was 70. The gear wrench set right here was another 100 and something. The gear wrench set was 159. This Mako set was 300. Gear wrench set was another 200. The snap-on set that's back there you can't see is 21, 22, and 24. That was 500. That was 600 and some change. That was 200 and some change. The other Mako, they're green as well, picks. They were 100. There was a set of Vim like pry tools for the clips and all that. They were $30, not very expensive. These, I've got 2 sets of these, which you can't see. I don't know if he's got them over here. They are my favorite pliers I actually own, or owned. I bought one set. I don't know where they're at. I bought one set from Snap-on. They were almost $250. Freaking awesome set of pliers though. And my old Master Tech, he borrowed them. He has a set too. He borrowed them and forgot to return them, and I couldn't find them, so I bought another set. Ended up giving it my dad, full price as well, and he ended up finding them. These were all the green ones. They go back there too. Like I said, the BMW's in the way, so you can't see it. But these were $250. This whole Mac vice grip set was like $309, I believe. You can't see down in here. There's a bunch of other crap down there, and a bunch more down there. $300 for the. It was $450 for the Power Probe, $350 for the O2 sockets, the gear wrench, both gear wrench sets of the Torx and Allen head style were $300 a piece. There's a bunch more in there. I can't even go over all. These were $179 for the 3. These were $60 a piece. I don't remember what I paid for that. I think it was like $20. The other Mako light that's in here, I'll get to it. Mako light that's sitting right there, that was, I think, right at $100. The Snap-on, or not Snap-on, the top-down scanner that's under that black case down there, that was $700. That was $259. The Snap-ons, you can't see. There's a Snap-on flashlight back in there as well. That was, I bought that one for reasonable. Retail price is $259 on that. I got it for $80 because it was a repo. Didn't even know you could get a flashlight repo. Kind of laughed when they told me that. The rest of this was $60. These are supposed to be magnetic too. They don't hold through this rubber. I think that's all it's back there. The Pittsburgh sockets back here, they were $150 because they go all the way up to 32. These I got for free from somewhere. I got these for free from somewhere as well. Those were $100. They're same thing as these. Grip nuts to get stuck bolts that are broke and stuff out. There's flaring tools in here, all kinds of stuff. A lot of expensive crap in there that I just over the years have bought just because I do a lot of, well, I work for a mechanic shop, but doing a lot of mechanic work, you kind of add it on to the collection. I don't do it for professional anymore, don't really care, but I got this beautiful car to work on. I got that beautiful car to work on. I work on this beautiful car with my dad every now and then. That we want to sell. I have no idea what we're doing with Honda. We want to sell it though. The Porsche, don't worry, we still have this thing. Still here. She kind of, I don't know what to say about her. She's not running. I don't know what's wrong with her. She'll start one day and then, or she started one day and now she won't start at all. Can't figure out what's going on with it. Don't really care to figure it out. I've got 17 years and like 4 months with that freaking thing to figure it out. But this is my main priority for now. But let me catch back up with y'all when I get this tail lights out. They're kind of a pain, and we'll go over what we're going to do to fix the rust. Alright guys, so I grinded this sound down more. I gotta go to my other car and grab the panel that I got to build this back up, but I'm gonna try to tack weld in right here something. I grinded down some of the bare spots that weren't blown through, kind of touched them up with some Bondo. This one I gotta do a patch on too. Right here, patched up a little bit too. And then the only other spot on the car, which is right here. So those are the only spots that are rusted, but not rusted terrible. The only spots that are rusted through, of course, right here in the tail lights. One there and then one on the other side. But definitely looks a lot better. Sand that down and touch it up. And this side is going to be the fun side, because I got to figure out how to weld this really thin metal. But it's going to be the fun part. And there's of course all the metal right there, all the original metal. There's a big chunk of it right there, right here. But we're getting there, slowly sure. This side don't have any that I could see of, any spots, which is good. I got to do something with that door handle eventually. Don't see any metal or bare metal anywhere that needs to be patched up. Like I said, other than the spots I've already done. Sand the roll down when it gets cleaned up, and then figure out what I'm going to do with this metal right here. But I'll catch y'all back up when I get everything ready and get ready to tack weld. Alright guys, I didn't show you all the progress. Working on this side now. This is going to be my fun side. But that being said, I got the hole, if y'all remember, was right here. Plugged up, there's a plate back there. I welded all the gap I could and then body filled it. That's all smooth and actually surprisingly came out good. Got right here all filled up. There was a little tiny hole here. and a decent sized hole right here. This is all plumbed up. There's the one up front that I got too, but I haven't sanded it down yet. But I've got a piece of metal over here I've been cutting little plates out of. I got a plate in the refrigerator back here at the moment because it's like 250 freaking degrees. That's gonna go from the edge to the edge right here without this strip. I got to figure out how I'm going to do this strip, but I've got a piece that's going to fit right here. I'm going to tack it in and then figure out how I'm going to run this back piece and go from there. I'll catch back up when I get that far. Hopefully it's fairly soon. But all that is the last little bit of rust repair we got. Figure out how to get these plastic pieces off and the trim down there and fully get this thing ready for paint, get it in the primer, and get her pretty much painted eventually. Alright, I'll catch back up with y'all when I get done. Alright guys, I didn't show you the finished product. It got really hot. I was trying to kind of get it done as fast as possible, but no more hole. I did weld another piece to the backside. That was kind of fun, but body filled it, sanded it down to where it was smooth and matched the rest of the body. Got rid of that. This side came out really good as well. Let's start from the show. No hole there anymore. Got this side sanded all down, and nothing right there needs to be sanded again. Filled. Can't see the holes that were there either. This was a decent sized one. And I finished sanding it up there as well. But I don't know, maybe tomorrow. It's not as hot as it is like today, or hot as like today. Try to get this back panel back in. There's my speakers. Original speakers. And I guess it looks like tweeter as well. All old. But let's go across right here. Above all that. But I'm gonna end it there. Thank y'all for watching this video. If y'all enjoyed it, please let me know. You'll see this more on the channel now that I own it. I want to get it done pretty fast, but I also want to get it done as proper as possible. Like I said, Mercedes ain't going anywhere as right now. I don't drive very often. Very much anymore. I won't be driving very often, neither will I be driving this one. But the Porsche, as you can see, still sitting there. I don't plan on doing anything with that anytime soon. I got 17 years of that car. But all of her in her glory. All the 5 Series in its glory. I don't know what we plan on doing with this. He does want to do some carbon accents to it. Well, I agree with. But we'll be seeing how that goes. But thank y'all for watching again. And we'll catch you on the next one.